Kilo 9, Kilo X-ray Kilo.
Kilo X-ray Kilo, Roger, what's the name?
Kilo X-ray Kilo, Roger, what's the name?
Yeah, the name here is Gary, Jim, K9KXK.
Roger, Gary, and what about you, sir?
Roger, Gary, and what about you, sir?
I'm located near St. Louis, Missouri, 50 miles north of St. Louis, here in Illinois, just across the Mississippi River.
Roger, so you're in Missouri or Illinois?
Roger, so you're in Missouri or Illinois?
I'm in Illinois, just across the river from
Yeah, roger that. And what radio are you running today, sir?
Yeah, roger that. And what radio are you running today, sir?
I'm running a Yaesu FTDX-10 and a ILCR-781.
Roger that. Well, the first thing would be, if you would be interested, would be to check your TBC, your transmit band, your TBW, transmit bandwidth. We want that in a 100 to 2900 configuration. With that in the 100 to 2900 TBW, it allows your transmitter frequency response to be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger?
Slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation, Roger?
Roger, roger. That's where we're at right now, 100 to 2900.
Roger, roger. Then to your compressor processor, we want that on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100 on your compressor processor. On, and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Processor on, and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Testing 1, 2. Yeah, we're running about a 40 on the processor here. I might have it too hot.
Yes, sir. So you have 0 to 100 on your input level to the compressor processor. If you do have 0 to 100, then you want it on 30. Roger?
Processor, if you do have 0 to 100, then you want it on 30. Roger?
Okay, I'll turn it down to 30.
Roger, roger. Then we move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you say the word audio, adjust your mic level control until your ALC meter is running 2/3. So you become a human test tone generator as you say the word audio. Excuse me. We're not interested in the second part of that word, just mainly the audio. You become, if you look at that word and just the audio part on a spectrum analyzer, it's just amazing because it's just wall to wall across the spectrum analyzer is information. So it's a beautiful tone to set up with since it is so multifaceted. Roger, roger.
Set up with since it is so multifaceted. Roger, roger.
Roger, roger. Audio. Still way too hot there on the mic gain. I'm going to turn that way down here. Okay, audio.
Okay, so don't stress it. Just say it like you would say any other word in a Qso.
Don't stress it. Just say it like you would say any other word in a Qso.
Audio. That's about it there. That's only about 20 on my mic gain.
Roger. And now, see, the thing is, you can make that word longer. Audio, saudio, and it's easier to adjust. It's very simple to adjust. The longer you can make it, the easier it is because it's a steady state tone, and you've got your hand on that mic volume control, and you just turned it up to that sweet spot of 2/3 on your ALC meter. Roger?
It up to that sweet spot of 2/3 on your ALC meter. Roger?
Roger. That's where it's at now, about 2/3. I'm talking about 2 inches from the mic here.
Roger, Roger, Roger. And if you get a chance, I'm pitching foam windscreens today. You could reduce maybe up to 70 or 80% of your distortion through a foam windscreen that makes sure that the air pressures are eliminated before they hit the mic element. You know, we were talking about wind velocities as one speaks. Sometimes wind velocities are 3-4 times hotter pressure-wise than the actual word. So the microphone is put in a position of it has to differentiate between these other air pressures that's hitting it versus the audio, and it can't tell exactly where that changes. You know, so a foam windscreen just comes in there and just takes the air pressures away, and the microphone is just left to deal with the pure audio of your voice. Roger?
Just left to deal with the pure audio of your voice, Roger?
Roger, Roger. Yeah, this has the built-in foam inside. I think there's 3 layers of it. And when I talked to Bob Heil for that, he told me that it wasn't necessary for the big foam put on this mic. I know my electric mic I've got that I use on the 7300. I do have them on there. I never did put one on. If you think I need one, maybe I could get one. I think I've got them around here.
Roger, Roger. The price is right. Like $5 or under $5, you know, for the insurance policy of not having to even think about maybe these transient air pressures making noise going over the microphone. You know, where the element is sitting there right in the front of the microphone, and sometimes these wind pressures can actually cause noise working through the grill of the microphone. So what happens is when you put a foam windscreen over the whole microphone, you're ensuring that you're not going to have any kind of problem. You can work that mic just any way you want, and the price is right, $5, Roger.
Just any way you want, and the price is right, $5, Roger?
Roger, Roger, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check it out sometime. I know I've got a bunch of them around here that I've got on my other mic, the electric mic, but I don't know. I like to look for these mics. I need to cover them up, you know. Pretty mics when you cover them up with that big old bulb. So I guess you got to do what you got to do, though, if you want to sound good. Thanks a lot, Jim. K9KXK.
Roger, Roger. Well, you know, that's my situation too, you know. But the thing is, you're talking about a piece of gear there that you wanted to maximize its performance. And the best way to do that is to keep those external wind currents from your mouth from getting into that element at all, and forcing the mic to make choices between your voice and noise and or wind pressures. And the wind pressures, like I say, can be 4 or 5 times higher than the word. So it really has to do a heck of a job, and that's what a foam windscreen does. It just cuts all that off. And you'll be amazed, Roger. Well, now you have 3 stages of that already in your mic. But what I'm saying is, with an external one, it just takes care of any other possibilities as far as noise and wind turbulence, Roger.
Noise and wind turbulence, Roger?
Roger. Hey, what kind of mic do you run over there? I'm just kind of curious. Never had heard you talk about it.
Roger. Now, this is a homebrew electret microphone, and what I love and I've developed is called a passive equalizer. It's actually, I call it a crisper. And what this is, it's a you know what a phone jack looks like with a rubber sleeve on it? I take a razor blade and cut the back end of that sleeve off, so you just have a round cylinder. And the thing is, you can take an electret microphone element and push into that holder there, that rubber holder, and then you have a tube sticking out in front of the mic about 1/4 of an inch right at 1/4 of an inch. And what that does, it shapes the audio and crispens it up. And it's a rising characteristic that by 6 KC, you're probably +5. So it's got a nice rising, for enunciation, a nice rising characteristic. So it's a homebrew microphone with a crisper on it, comes out, and since it's an electret microphone, it has to have a phantom power supply. So I'm running what is that? Anyway, a preamp that furnishes the DC to the electret microphone. It also gives me just a little bit of limiting on the output of that. And then maybe 3 dB or something like that, and then into a 3rd octave equalizer, so I can complete my EQ, and then it splits, and one side goes to the video recorder, and the other side goes to the input to the 7300. Roger.
Side goes to the input to the 7300. Roger.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, well, you got it working for you. You sound like an FM radio station broadcaster there. Sounds pretty good.
Thank you, sir. And it's just amazing now that the state of the art, as far as sideband radio is concerned, the manufacturers have been doing just a heck of a job as far as getting those signals as pure as they can, without distortion, and how to handle levels with your ALC meter and your mic level control setting, that and all. It's just amazing the capabilities of sideband radio today as far as fidelity is concerned, and that's why I think now that we worked out that transmit bandwidth, so we're all that we can be, and we've got good adjustments on our ALC meter for 100% modulation. So the only other thing that can possibly pose a problem as far as distortion is the translation of an acoustic signal to an electronic signal through the microphone, and that's why we want to use that foam windscreen. Roger.
The microphone, and that's why we want to use that foam windscreen. Roger.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I'll leave you with one point. All the modern radio manufacturers here that they need to improve on is these aftermarket speakers that they sell with these radios that, they're just not the quality. We're all trying to get the best audio out and listen to the best audio, and they could definitely improve some of these speakers that they produce. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but I've got some good quality speakers here. They're not from the actual Yaesu and Icons and all that, but that's an improvement. I wish they would make it, upgrade their outboard speakers for their radios that you attach to them, because you buy a $4,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 radio and you got a cheap $100 speaker with it that really doesn't have the sound quality that it's capable, that the radio is capable of.
WB2VKL.
KC9VKV. Roger, Roger. Well, let me say this. If your speaker system, outboard speaker system, has a subwoofer in that configuration, your frequency response on the low end is going to go down to around 40 cycles or somewhere around there. So what I would suggest, and you might check it out, is anywhere but even Walmart has a speaker system around $50 that has a subwoofer in it, and all you need to do is plug that into your speaker out on your radio, and you've got it. Now there are other things that you probably want to have, like I have an automatic mute system that when I hit my mic on, it mutes the speaker. So I have a 6-position input selector for my audio that shows my 5 internet SDR audio taps as I go. It's a rotary switch, and as I go around, I can go to any one of those 5. And then there's a 6th location on that switch, which is my speaker out from my 7300, so I've got that, and that switch is furnishing the input to the house audio system, but you have to have or should have a relay that mutes that input when you talk. Otherwise, you could be well, let's see. You could probably get away with local radio because I would mute that. But I'm talking about, like I've got 5 other inputs there for these internet SDR locations that need to be muted when I talk. Otherwise, you would be hearing, the latency coming back from the internet, and it would be just a mess. Roger.
Back from the internet, and it would be just a mess. Roger.
I've got some high-end Motorola military speakers that military use, and they're really great for radio. And they're kind of high dollars you find them used, but it makes a big difference compared to, like a user speaker. Anyhow, I got to get going here, Jim. Thanks for the help, and I'll have to check it out on YouTube here. You helped me on my icon here a while back. But I just wanted to get some help on this new FTDX-10 here. I hope it's working pretty good now. K9KXK.
Roger, Gary. 73, sir. Good to talk at you. If you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. So 73. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.